everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of Backstage Pass. So we've got a little cutscene here, and I'm just going to go ahead and start. And Lloyd says, and thus concludes the January meeting of the Vice Versus team of cool people.
Are we still going with that title?
I don't see you coming up with a better one.
I don't mind it so much.
See? Sean likes it.
And who am I to argue?
By the way, Sean, I hate to ask more from you, but we'd really like to have you on board in a greater capacity.
I would like that, but I don't want to fall behind on my studies.
That's fair. I was thinking be with us at least once a week? Tuesdays, maybe? Then when summer rolls around, you can be with us every day.
I can do that.
Perfect! The network is waiting to see how well Vice Versus does before they put any more money into it.
The first episode airs in 2 weeks. We'll just have to hope for the best.
Until then, everyone keep the faith.
Lloyd leaps up and heads for the counter.
I'm just gonna take care of the bill.
So, how do you plan to spend your break?
I've other work to catch up on, and naturally there's Adam's next release to worry about.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess you don't really have much time to spend just hanging out.
With whom?
Ouch. This is going to be difficult. I'm just going to be upfront with you. I'd like to spend more time together in a non-professional environment.
In what capacity, then?
Romantic.
Oh. Miss Gooden, do you understand what you're asking for?
I take a deep breath and nod. I'd like to date you.
I'm not sure how to respond.
Oh god. Yes or no works.
But why me? I hate to belabor the obvious, but I'm nearly twice your age.
You're interesting. I like your drive and ambition. You appreciate my own drive to work hard and how serious I am. It's hard to find that in guys my own age. And in the interest of honesty, I also find you physically attractive.
Oh.
Oops, did I actually embarrass him?
Well, I find you interesting as well, and I do appreciate your ambition. I'm open to the idea of spending more time with you outside of work. As for romantic intent, you'll have to give me more time to think on that.
Thank you. That's all I ask.
Hey, kids! What did I miss?
I asked John out. I'm shocked at words coming from my mouth. I guess I'm on a roll when it comes to being straightforward.
Don't tell me. He said he needed more time to think on it.
Oi!
Catching this guy is like trying to grasp the wind.
Are you intent on embarrassing me in front of Sean now?
Of course not. Just letting her know what she's getting into.
I think I should really be going. Looks like there's a history here that I probably shouldn't invade. We asked him out, like, straight up. That's awesome. Good for Sean. Good for Sean. Okay, so we've got another cutscene here with Rachel. So let's go ahead. She says, hey girlie, what's eating you? What?
You've been distracted all day.
Really?
This is the 3rd time I've called you, so yes, really.
I'm sorry.
Just tell me what's up.
I asked John out the other day, and now he won't even look at me.
You asked him out? Like on a date?
Yes.
You've got guts.
This isn't funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. But it sure explains a lot.
Like what?
Lloyd's been staring at both of you all day. It's like he's waiting for something to happen.
Has John been acting strangely too?
Hard to tell. He always seems a little distant no matter what.
Yeah, I'm starting to think asking him out was a bad idea. I think I blindsided him with it.
Well, he is like twice your age, isn't he? He probably didn't think of you as a romantic option.
Yes, because that makes me feel better.
Sorry, but again, not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
I meant, how would you feel if a kid half your age asked you out?
I can't date a 9-year-old. I'd feel so weird. Like I'm taking advantage of a kid who doesn't know better.
And yet that age gap is a lot smaller than the one between you and John.
Well, when you put it that way.
See? No wonder he's being all awkward.
I didn't mean to make it like that.
Of course not. But before you let this get any further, you've got to understand what you're asking for.
I hope I didn't ruin the group dynamic or anything.
You mean on set? Of course not. John's a pro. He won't let that ruin his performance. And you're a pro too, so prove it.
You're right. I have to do my best no matter what. Thanks, Rachel. You rock.
Tell me something I don't know.
Alright, skipping ahead. Just wanted to show you real quick. Oh, never mind. We've got a cutscene, so I'll just go on with that. As I finish packing up my things, I hear a knock on the door. Come in.
Miss Gooden, we need to talk.
Oh, good. Ouch. Miss Gooden. Not a promising start. Alright, you go first.
I confess, in these past few months, my opinion of you has shifted a great deal. When we first met, I had assumed you were riding on Adam's goodwill. Circumstances forced me to place faith in you with vice versas, and you behaved professionally and with skill. And yet it was Lloyd who recognized your ability first. I had known you for months, but I failed to see it. So, I suppose, more than anything else, I wanted to know why you've chosen me. I don't believe I've treated you well.
Okay, I admit, I did kind of really hate you at first. But I also understand that you were making judgments about me without knowing the whole story. The fact that you were willing to change your opinion of me after knowing me better, I think that's more important. So if you think I'm making a bad call because our relationship started off rocky, that's not really going to convince me. John Brandon, I would like to go out with you. And I know that we've had different life experiences and we're going through different things. But I care about my work, and I know that you care about yours. I want to be with someone I can trust wholeheartedly. If you think I don't know what I'm getting into, then let me assure you, I've thought very carefully about this.
I must say I admire your persistence. Very well. This is only the second time I've dated for non-work purposes, but you do interest me.
Wait, really? You've, okay.
I'm willing to give it a shot, but don't expect any of the lovey-dovey sort of new couple stuff. I don't have time for that.
I doubt I have time for it either. I'm busy working on vice versas. What are you doing?
Touché. I think I'll rather enjoy this.
We're gonna date him! Also, look! We work on John! Why did we give him a monocle and a mustache? That's what I want to know. Alright, skipping ahead. Okay, so we got an email from our mom called Boyfriend. Hello, honey. Someone named John Brandon contacted us to say that he's interested in courting you. Oh my god, John. He says he is an actor. He seems very nice. But are you certain he can take care of you? I've met a lot of actors and they can be very unreliable. Someone with a more stable job is better, don't you think? Maybe you should bring him over sometime so we can meet him. Also, don't forget to eat. That was a bit of a roller coaster right there. Okay. How we doing? We need sleep, so I'm going to skip up. Uh-oh. Okay, so we got a cutscene here, and Lloyd needs to talk to us. A little worried about that. It says, hey, Sean, can we talk for a moment? Whoa, Lloyd used my name. This must be serious. Sure thing. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. It's just about you and John dating.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Actually, there's a lot to talk about, and now's kind of not a good time. Is it okay if we meet up at FUD24 next week? Say, Wednesday morning?
Yeah, no problem.
Great. See you then.
Okay, I'm a little worried about that. Let's skip up here. And we're getting a call from John now. Hello?
Good afternoon, Sean. Given that tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, I was hoping you would do me the honor of allowing me to take you to dinner.
Ooh. I'd like that. Where are we going?
The hotel where Lloyd hosted our Halloween party.
That place? But it's so expensive. I'm going to be horribly underdressed.
No worries. I'll have that sorted out for you when you arrive.
Oh.
Just bring your radiant self.
If you say so.
I look forward to tonight.
See you then. I arrive at the hotel and hang at the entrance for a moment. It suddenly looks different now that I'm here as a customer and not to do work. The doorman watches me with a mixture of interest and amusement. I finally make eye contact with him and he smiles and opens the door for me. The minute I step in, a woman in a crisp uniform approaches me. I immediately identify it as the uniform worn by employees of world-famous fashion designer Guinevere.
Excuse me, are you Miss Sean Gooden?
I am.
Mr. Brandon has asked us to prepare something for you. If you would follow me.
The woman leads me to one of the hotel's back rooms and presents me with an evening gown.
With his compliments.
I stare at the dress. The color fades from deep blue to a stunning ocean gray. The whole thing is embellished with a delicate lace flower pattern. It's beautiful.
Would you like assistance putting it on?
What? Oh, no, it's okay.
Then I'll leave you to it. Just leave your clothing on the chair and I'll have it taken care of.
Thank you. I stare at the dress and gently run my fingers along the fabric. I don't know if I've ever touched something so expensive in my entire life. I feel a little twinge of guilt. Is it really okay to accept something so pricey? There's a soft knock on the door.
Sean,
John, hi.
the staff informed me you arrived. Is the dress to your liking?
Yes, it's beautiful. Hang on, I'll be right there. I quickly get changed and step out into the light. John's face lights up as soon as he sees me.
I knew it would suit you.
He takes my hand, leads me to a table, and pulls out a chair for me.
My lady,
I take a seat, and he does the same.
I hope you don't mind. I took the liberty of ordering ahead.
A server brings out 2 piping hot dishes and lays them out on the table.
Duck à l'orange.
Sounds fancy.
As long as it's delicious.
I take a bite and savor the balance of sweet and sour against the duck. It's amazing.
Excellent.
John and I spend a few moments in silence before he speaks up.
I hope you like the dress.
Where did you get it? There isn't even a shop for Guinevere clothing in the city.
Gwen's a friend, and she's in the area for a show.
I should have guessed. All you famous talented people are always friends with all the other famous talented people.
There was a time when I was just a theater major, and she was just a student making costumes. We all started at the bottom, but we supported each other during those times. You're forging similar friendships now. Years from now, you'll all have advanced the way Gwen and Lloyd and I have. Oh, and Selena, of course.
Selena's a friend of yours?
Me? No, she and Lloyd lived next door to each other when they were teenagers.
I didn't know that.
Few do, but I suppose it would be rude for me to go into detail without their knowledge.
That's fine. I won't force you. John looks down at my plate and smiles.
So, you did enjoy the meal.
I follow his gaze and realize my plate is already empty. Oh, wow, that's a little embarrassing. It was so good, I just kept eating.
No need to be embarrassed. Food is meant to be eaten.
Can't believe we spent all of dinner talking about work, though. This was supposed to be a romantic break.
People like you and I don't take breaks from work. Discussing work is our break.
It's so sad that that's true.
Everyone has their interests. Ours just happen to be hard work and ambition.
When you put it that way, it makes me feel a little bit better. John stands and extends an arm.
May I escort you out?
Oh, I need to grab my clothes.
It's taken care of.
He reaches under his chair and pulls out a small fur-lined cape.
It's cold outside. It would be better if you wore this.
He drapes the cape around my shoulders and leans in to fasten it. As he does, he whispers in my ear.
You make this look beautiful.
The warmth of his breath against my neck sends a shiver down my spine. Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must fetch my hat.
Yeah, I've got to use the restroom.
Of course. I'll be waiting for you outside then.
When I reach the lobby, I see a marble floor is currently awash with some sort of deep purple liquid. A staff member approaches me with an apologetic smile.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but we've had a bit of a red wine spill. If you need to use the front door, please wait a moment while we clean this up.
Oh, don't worry about me. I don't mind tiptoeing through a puddle.
Not so fast.
Oh. John scoops me up in his arms. Oh my.
It's a rude man indeed who watches idly while his lady friend steps through mud.
It's wine.
I'm confident the principle still holds.
I really don't mind, you know.
Sean, your independence is one of the most admirable things about you, and far be it from me to deny you that. But please, let me spoil you once in a while.
I'm really not used to things like that.
I am aware. If you need an excuse, then just imagine that my good friend Guinevere would be devastated to find one of her dresses has been stained with wine.
I sigh and rest my head against John's shoulder. Fine, spoil me.
Thank you.
John carries me to his car and drops me off at my dorm. Thank you so much for dinner and for this amazing dress.
And thank you for your much-desired company tonight. I shall see you at work.
See you. I liked that date. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.